everybody, welcome back for Tag Tuesday. So today is a Suffolk Puff and a little bit of lace. So I've already got a bit of lace, and Lily gave me this little bit of material the other day that was, I wrapped up a very tiny embroidery in it. So she gave that back to me, said, would you use it? So I thought I would use it for the tag today, and I chose a plain background. Now the other day I said I wanted to demonstrate one of these. This is there's the larger size, so this is the second from the largest size, and it says here it's 60 millimeters, and you can buy these in a pack or you can buy them individually, so Clover, Japan. They're just a fabulous little way to make Suffolk Puffs. So you just need to make sure you've got enough material to come over the edge of that. This is going to be a bit tight, however I know already that this is going to be too big, so it's kind of it's just an example, because my tag, I think it'll be too big for my tag. So you just put your material with the pattern on the back. So I'm using a printed doily material, because I thought that would be interesting to see how it looked. Now what you have to do is try to line up this little hole here with one of the places you put your needle in, which will be here like that. So that's the only tricky thing when you've got your material. You can't always see that. I think I've got it. And it just pops in. Now already I can see that this bit of material is a bit too small on the sides. So I can see there's much more material here than on that side, so I'm going to have to take it out, readjust. And I don't think there's any easy way to work out other than just having a look where the little bits match, really. Because it doesn't, once you've got it in, it doesn't seem to move or, spin around or anything like that. So let's see if we've got this. Okay, so I'm putting the needle through. No, I'm doing it the wrong way. It has to come this way. Okay, so to show you on the back. So it's gone through the material, through this bit, and out this hole. And you don't pull it too tight, but you just sew it all the way around. And at each of these points the thread comes in. Now of course if you'd like to do it by hand, you do it by hand. I mean, everyone's different. I find that if I've got material ready cut and I'm just sitting in the evening, that it's just easy to click it in and to just do this sewing. You don't have the whole, and it's probably also good for people who have arthritis, because you don't have the whole hold it, stitch it, hold it, stitch it. Alright, so just go all the way around. I think I might buy a smaller one too, because they're actually quite fun. So even though that edge here is quite fine, I'm still able to manage to get the material caught. So you have to make sure you're getting this material caught, or else it's not going to fold under. So of course you always have to make sure you've got enough thread to get round. Now I'm just using 2 strands. I haven't doubled them over or anything, I've just left them. So you could imagine that if you're watching a heavy duty drama on TV, that maybe you can't do this because if you don't look up you miss a clue, but you could be doing it with music on or listening to a book, audio book, all kinds of things, as a way to create rather than not creating. Now I've come back to this end, and from experience, no one really told me but I kind of made it up, what I've done is gone one past. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out. Now pull this out. One thing I sometimes do, and it's probably advised by the makers but I don't know, is to just trim this up a bit when it's looking quite a bit too much. Doesn't matter because it's all going to be tucked on in the inside. And then basically all we're going to do is take this end off, go round gently. So now we've got like a loose Suffolk puff, and we're going to start pulling round, circling it as we go. What I found it was that I pulled it from both sides to get that consistency, and also to have something to tie off. Now that's just me, that's how, making these, this is how I've ended up working out what works for me. Okay, so this is how I do it. I just tie off the 2 ends. And when you're sewing it down you can just tuck them in. Now see, I think it's, I don't know, I mean someone might like that, but I already pre-prepared a little one with a button. Now I think as much as I'd love to do that, I think it's, well, maybe I'll use them both. Well, that seems a bit too small, doesn't it? Depends how much of this I want to show. Don't necessarily want a lot of it to show now that I'm looking at it. And I'm liking these little lace patterns, so I think I'm going to go with that needle. I've got more of this lace. I'm using this colour. I've got a whole range of these that are in different shades and I just love them. Can't even say what that colour is. Because I don't know. Because when you buy stuff off, like deceased estates or things like that, you don't really, you don't ever know really who. They don't come with their instructions. So I do think if I'm going to do this, that might need a bigger button, which I might have to hunt out. The same size as just think it's going to be too small. This one only just fitted over. So first off, let's just get this down so we can get the pins out the way. that way. Let's just see what I think. I think I like, it's pretty bulky, but I think I still like the idea of seeing this bit, even if I fill that up with something. Just seems to naturally want to go there. Right. Now I'm just securing it in the middle. I've been thinking about what I might do in the middle of that. And just going to do a little stitch here to hold that end down for now and get this one on. Just try and do tiny little stitches like Anne does. Don't know if I'm so good at that. Oh, now is that better under or over? I think I like it over. Right, this is the one I'm really working on getting down solidly. I haven't done that with the other one yet. Okay, let's just do this same little tiny stitch here. I've got to work out what I'm going to do with the back, and I'm just going to have my cup of tea and I'll come back and I'll do a little bit more and come back when I've worked out what is happening with the rest of it. Okay, now I've got them down and I'm putting a bead in the middle, and I just wanted to show rather than come back when it's finished. This is one of Ariane Zerka's little tricks, going up through the middle of the bead. But what I wanted to show was that there were little gaps, so as I'm coming down over, I'm just picking a bit of that up and doing that to pull it, and I'm going all the way around the bead. So of course it's going to get very hard to get it through this middle bit. Now I've used, and I haven't left myself much cast off here, just going to cast it off because it's getting too tight there. What I've used is my 2 strands but doubled it. Right, so see on the back it's getting really thick, but we'll just do as much as we can really. Yeah, can't even get this through with ease. It's getting tight. Just pulling that one in. I'm also looking at where there's gaps that show the bead. I've tried to pick a bead that's the same colourish or close enough. I think I need to get some little pliers like Ariane has to just pull it through when it gets so tight. Definitely. There we go. One more, I think. Oops. Maybe one more just to really secure that one down. Oh, all right, I can't bear it. There's a spot there. I have to do one more. If I can get it through. It's just hit that point. I might have to use my table to help push it through. Goodness me. Wonder if I come up this other way, what would happen? Go down through the middle. Oh, that's easier. All right. Let me cast that off. That was a bit of fun. Haven't done one of those before. Oh, seems like the cat's had enough. Half an hour since she last ate, so she's come to say hello. Don't know if you can hear her in the background. I think that this also. I do like getting this little bit of red through here. I'm just noticing with the Suffolk Puff. Oh no, she's not just going to come and say hello. She's going to start smashing everything to get my attention to feed her again. She's really got to the point where her IBS is just so bad, and we've had the right food for 5 years. We've done everything. By we I mean I have done everything because she's my cat. No one else here. Right, that's a bit better. But just they get blood in their stools, and they're not in pain, they're just irritable and irritated by this constancy of, basically the bowels kind of just not really doing their job properly. So she might be, I don't know, she's not in pain, but it's difficult if she's really diarrhea and having accidents and stuff. So I'm going to take her to the vet this week and see where we're at. There, that's better. Now, do I want a little bit more lace? Not here. Don't know. I think I like the contrast. And I feel I should do more stitches, but this isn't really standing out, this particular thread. Okay. That's going to go on. I'll probably glue that on. I've been gluing on most of them. This button makes it quite chunky there. In fact, I think it's going to have to be sewn on. I think that the way that button is not going to work. I've got one with a bit of just cotton thread that I've been using. Also, I've already written on the back, so March the 9th, so we've got a Labour Day long weekend. So today is Monday, but I'll upload for tomorrow for Tag Tuesday. and Labour Day weekend, so long weekend for everybody. And hello Amelia. So tuck that under there. This is probably going to go right into my writing at some point, but it's alright. That didn't even take. I've had, every day I've had, so I've had some great lovely little discussions with women. So every day I have had a quality time with a girlfriend or my daughter, so always women, where they've come and they've just got on my massage table and been able to do what I do with kinesiology, give them a little healing session. And that's been really beautiful, really potent. Oh, have you enjoyed that? Yeah, I did want that to be a bit more over the edge, but it hasn't ended up being that. Oh well, that's okay. Oops. And that's really, yeah, it's really lovely to share those moments with friends and my daughter without it actually being clients. It's a little bit different when it's just a mutual swap or a mutual sharing a meal, sharing thoughts, having a chat. Being an allowance of change. So Suffolk Puff and a bit of lace for our 10th tag. Thanks, Anne. Do you like this backing? I've just found this at the shop and I went, oh, that's so cute. I want to make something out of each of these. So gorgeous. Yeah. Here we are. Number 10. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.